Hey, fantasy football players, it's Juju Talk Sports, and I'm here to tell you a new segment. Not Star Sit, I'm here to tell you which players have some good juju.
You're goody list.
Which players have some bad juju.
Don't you put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby! Don't you put that on us!
Listen, hashtag bust a slump, and let's get that dub together. Enjoy. Hey there, Slumpbusters. We are back with another edition of Good Juju, Bad Juju. Completely different from Start Sit. Not at all related to Start Sit. Why? It's got my name in it. It's completely different. Juju Talk Sports, if we're not formally introduced. This is the Fantasy Aristotle right here to my right. Whatever way you're listening to this. Doesn't matter. Anyway, we are here to help you bust a slump, get past your first round of the Fantasy Football playoffs, and tell you basically who to fade and who you should have in your starting lineup. Basically, who has good juju, who has bad juju. Pretty simple concept there. Let's get into it, though. Let's start off with the good. Fantasy Aristotle, you have a couple names for me. Go ahead and give me your first.
I do got a few names, and the first one is going to be a guy who scored in 4 of his last 5. That's some pretty good stats right there. 4 of the last 5 he scored. He's got a good running mate on the opposite side of him that they can both play off of each other, both physical guys. But guess what? Brandon Aiyuk is the guy to have this week in that San Francisco receiving core. Again, 4 of the last 5 he's scored. Continue that streak this week. 5 of the last 6.
I really like it. Aiyuk, wish he finished that 360 dunk. Couldn't pull it off. But anyway, he has some good juju. You know who has some bad juju, though? And this one's going to hurt a lot of fantasy owners in Week 14.
Maybe not.
Tyreek Hill. Now, Tyreek Hill, obviously, he's a guy, he's a threat. He could put up 200 yards in 1 quarter. But the problem with him this week, he faces the Miami Dolphins, Xavier Howard, 2 of the top cover corners in the game this weekend. As much as I love him and as much as I think Patrick Mahomes is still going to have his productive fantasy football day, it is going to come down to more a Travis Kelce running game issue because those outsides are going to be locked down. They got the clamps on them this week, and that's why I think Tyreek Hill's production is going to fall. And that is unfortunate for you in Week 14. Sorry, Tyreek Hill owners. He's got some bad juju. Let's get back into the good, though.
Good. So this is another good guy. We like it because, again, coming off of a bye week, nice and well rested. The last time he played, he had 13 targets. Targets are there for this guy. He's a former number 1 receiver, former number 1 overall, former top scoring receiver for the decade. Antonio Brown is due for a game. Guess what? This is that game. Yes, they have Mike Evans. Yes, they have Chris Godwin. Yes, they have Gronk. Yes, they have Cameron Brate. Yes, they have a litany of running backs. But this game, just like Gronk's game 3-4 weeks ago, this is going to be the Antonio Brown game. He's due for a score. 13 targets is there for the taking. He can definitely do wonders with 13 targets. We know this from the past. So fire up Antonio Brown.
When you're due, you're due. You know who's not due this week? Robert Woods. Got some bad juju because every time the Rams play the Patriots, seems like they got some bad juju on their side. More so whenever they play that Patriots scheme, whether it be Brian Flores or the hoodie himself, Jared Goff has looked incompetent in those matchups, and that affects guys like Robert Woods. Robert Woods is going to get a lot of Stephon Gilmore. He is the number 1 outside wide receiver. Cooper Kupp, you still might have something there as they're going to need to attack the middle, but when it comes to Robert Woods, this is a guy who's been consistently wide receiver 2, wide receiver 1 tier for a lot of fantasy owners, and I think this is a matchup that on Thursday Night Football is going to be one you honestly want to avoid. You don't want any part of it. If you have any other options, go ahead and fire them up because Robert Woods, I'm sorry, my friend, you got some bad juju this week. All right, guys, but if you are subscribed to us, you got a lot of good juju on your side. Personally, like, comment, check out our rankings, theslumpbuster.com. We post them weekly. A lot of powerful information there. The Slumpbuster FFB on Twitter if you're trying to get some lineup advice on Sunday mornings. Check out our sponsors, manscaped.com, Racer Sport. And other than that, guys, stay safe, happy, and healthy. We'll be back with more editions of Good Juju, Bad Juju throughout the rest of this playoffs. See you next time.